Hi there. I am David Huff. And why do I coach? Why do I post these videos? There's a real clear reason for me. I want people to have a more happy, joyous, free living experience in their own life, living their lives instead of being driven by thoughts about living your life. I want to be able to see you access your birthright of a life of health and wellness, peace, calm, love, compassion for self and others. Why compassion? Because a practice of compassion will make your life better and will make you happier. What do I mean by that? How can I say that? I've been developing a practice of compassion and doing a lot of research on it. And based on the research, the scientific benefits of practicing compassion are compassion can reduce the risk of heart disease because it boosts the positive effects of the vagus nerve, and this helps slow down the heart rate. Compassion makes people more resilient to stress, and it strengthens the immune system. Compassionate people are more socially adept, making them less vulnerable to the negative health effects of loneliness and more likable by other people. Once again, it's this connection, connection, connection. Compassionate societies, those that take care of the most vulnerable members, those that help other nations in need, and have children who perform more acts of kindness. They are the happiest societies. And despite all the evidence, and it's coming out from Harvard, Yale, Stanford, the University of Texas, and Austin, still my first thought is wait a minute here. If I treat others, and that includes me, myself, with compassion, especially when not living up to my idea of proper behavior, won't that behavior just get worse? Don't I have the responsibility to pull out the inner drill sergeant and straighten me or other people out? Listen, my idea for years was that the inner critic was necessary to get me to pay attention to my mistakes and to motivate me to improve, to reach my goals. And frankly, this is often my fallback today, that I've got to beat myself up a little bit in order to change my behavior. I'm under the delusion, I now understand, that being competitive, pushing myself extra hard is required for success. In fact, it seems to make sense to me in these moments that if I don't kick my own butt, if I don't pull out this critical inner drill sergeant, I won't be properly motivated to change. The research, however, is proving something quite different. It turns out that this competitive, self critical behavior actually gets in the way of achieving my goals. Scientific data shows that self criticism makes us weaker in the face of failure, more emotional, and less likely to assimilate the lessons from our failure. Studies are finding that there's a far better alternative to self criticism, and that is self compassion. At first, the idea of self compassion made my skin crawl. It sounds self indulgent, it sounds weak. Instead, It turns out it is the secret to resilience, strength in the face of failure, the ability to learn from mistakes and to bounce back with a proper attitude and some real enthusiasm. When we bring compassion to understanding that failure is a normal part of all human experience, we can gain strength from the experience. We can become more successful over the long run. Okay, so if I'm buying in, how do I cultivate compassion? Well, the practice of compassion is a skill that can be learned. And a practice that I'm enamored of these days is a meditation specifically designed to cultivate a more loving, kind, compassionate, and open-hearted attitude. Compassion meditation, sometimes also known as loving kindness meditation, is the process of sitting with self while maintaining a connection to our emotional heart, our heart knowledge. And as we sit with ourselves, we relax into the breath, into the body, and from this relaxed, connected state, we can set an intention of cultivating compassion and kindness to others and to ourselves. If self-compassion or compassion for others is challenging to you, as it was to me, if it's uncomfortable for you, give it a try anyway. The benefits are worth it. Know that the practice and intention will come as you practice more. There are lots of meditation apps out there, including one that I've used for years called Insight Timer, and they offer guided compassion meditations, a great way to get started with this practice. You can also find a number of compassion meditations on YouTube, and all you got to do is go check it out. You are really in for a beautiful experience. So be kind to yourself and those around you. And as they say, may you be well, may you be free from suffering, may you be at peace and ease. Thank you and have a wonderful day.